Yay, I'm live! I know it took me a few minutes longer than I was expecting to, but here I am, everybody, and in just a minute I'm going to be popping off. I'm going to be disappearing away from the camera because I have popcorn that's in the microwave for the kids right now, so once that dings, I'm going to go grab that for them to hopefully keep the peace long enough for me to have about 20-30 minutes of chill on camera time. Fingers crossed. Hi Holly, let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna go grab the popcorn and I will be right back. All right. My munchkins are temporarily sated with popcorn, so here's hoping that everything will be relatively low-key for the next half hour-ish. Yeah. Hi everybody! Oh my goodness, lots and lots of people, as usual. It always freaks me out. So, just for safety's sake, I do have the chat playing over on that side. Just because the last time I did this, YouTube was like, oh yeah, your live chat will replay when people watch the video. Well, it didn't, so got it there anyway, just in case it doesn't, and also some cute little whales with hearts down below, just because. Why not? Goofy things like that. So, how is everybody in the States dealing with the lovely time change? I know that we are having issues adjusting to it. Kind of feel like I have a daylight savings time hangover. Everything is thrown off so horribly. No! Don't restart. That is a horrible idea. I don't like you, Windows. Quit your nonsense. So hopefully I can actually get this part of it done. Hi Gigi, isn't that horrible? It always takes me about a week to adjust to it. I hate it. I wish we'd just leave it the way that it is now. It's so horrible. I wish we'd just leave it the way that it is now, honestly, Rochelle. I like it better this way too. And what is everybody working on today? I am working on pieces for the Down on the Farm playmat. I finally got the actual mat done last night, and I'm starting on the carrot patch right now. I'm trying to get some of the little bits done, but it's this thing right here. Alpacas, a cloudberry blanket. That sounds cool. What in the heck is that? And why does it seem like that's out of order? Because it is out of order, isn't it? Do you have some 9-inch circulars, Rochelle? They are my favorite for making socks, I have discovered. I'm very much all about magic loop when it comes to knitting, and I don't really like the way it gives you ladders, even if you're super careful about tightening your tension when you do corners on socks, so. Oh no, Mary Beth. Yeah, we got really lucky, and Adam is apparently going to be home for 3 weeks, and he's only got 3-day work weeks every week. He's got 4-day weekends for the entire time that he's here, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Hopefully we'll actually get to spend some time with him before he's gone. Sure thing, Gigi. Oh, rainbow granny squares. Granny squares can be fun. Sometimes I get totally bored with them, and other times I'm just, make all the granny squares. I don't know why. I have been crocheting since I was about 8 years old, Sue. So, a very long time, because I'm 32 now. So whatever the math is on that, which my brain cannot currently do because I'm only on my 2nd cup of coffee for the day. Yeah. And I am mostly feeling better now. Turns out that what I thought was food poisoning was actually some sort of super delicious stomach bug that bounced from me to my husband, back to me, and then Killian had it about yesterday, and now we all seem to be in the clear and Hunter has escaped unscathed. So I'm hoping it stays that way. No fun. But getting some sort of crud is usually par for the course when your spouse comes home from an extended stay in close quarters with many, many other people carrying all sorts of things that even if they don't actively make them sick, they can still bring it home and carry the germs to you. Yay! I hope you have a good day at work, Jude. Thanks for stopping in. A fast shawl to knit. As long as knitting, as far as knitting goes, unless it's something that's like a super bulky weight, I don't know if I could knit really fast, Mary Beth. Hi, Julie. So the weather is garbage here today. But yesterday, the high temperature was 73 degrees, which is insanity for March in Washington. I don't really know, Rochelle. As far as stitch markers go, I have a giant package of the cheapo plastic ones that I got from somewhere in Asia. And other than that, I usually just make my own. I just buy the little lobster claws and get cheapo charms from Michael's and just stick them together. Yeah, knitting and fast don't work together in the same sentence for me either, Holly. I am working on the Down on the Farm playmat, Julie, for a lady who lives here asked me to make it for her daughter, and I'm working on the carrot patch portion right now. I finished the actual mat yesterday, and now I'm working on all the little bits that are going to get sewn onto it, so hopefully this week I'll have the whole thing done. Doesn't need it until Easter, but the sooner I get it done, the sooner I don't have to worry about it anymore, so yay, not having to worry about it. Although, to be fair, if it wasn't for the last minute, I feel like I wouldn't get anything done at all. Oh, that popcorn smells so good. Don't need to eat it, though. My stomach's finally feeling right. Let's keep it that way. You're welcome, Rochelle. It is really easy, honestly. If you wanted to make some with polymer clay, that would take a little bit more work, but I have done that before. That's one of the many attempts at getting a handmade business off the ground that I kind of forayed into briefly. Hi, Brittany. Yeah, I know, depending on where you guys are in the world, I know that the timing's kind of wonky right now. I was hoping to be on around 1, but with the time change, we were just eating lunch at about 1 o'clock, because we usually eat around noon, so I waited until the kids said they were hungry. Just finished row 6. There we go. Our kids' names. Hunter was actually going to be Gavin. We had picked out Gavin pretty much as soon as we found out we were pregnant. And then when we moved to Maryland, which was our first duty station after getting married, when I was already a few months pregnant, and yes, we had already been engaged. We didn't get married because we were pregnant. We just said, well, we're engaged, we're going to get married. If we get pregnant, oh well, and less than a month later, hey, surprise, we were pregnant. So, yeah. Hunter's name, I think Adam came up with it, honestly, because we were going to go with Gavin, and then he came up with all of these ridiculous, hyper-masculine names from the X-Men universe, and I'm like, you know, as much as I love those names, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, I'd love to name my kid Remy, but you're not Cajun, so I don't think that's gonna fly. And then he went through everything. He went through Logan and Xavier, and I'm like, no, just, that's enough, no more, stop. And then he came up with Hunter, and I was like, well, Hunter will work. And Killian, I really like Celtic names that start with K. And my favorite of them is Kieran. But Kieran actually means little dark one in Gaelic, I believe. And I knew that I was going to have blonde-haired, blue-eyed children. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed children. So, Kieran would not work, in my opinion, for a blonde-haired baby name. So I looked for something else that started with a K. And Killian, which I believe means little fierce one, if I recall correctly, in Gaelic, is what we went with. And his middle name is Holmes, which is my father's middle name. Hunter's middle name is Mark, which is Adam's and I believe his father's middle name. So on their side of the family, it's tradition to give the firstborn son the middle name of your father. So there's that. So I figured if they were doing that, we might as well give our second boy my dad's middle name. So we have Hunter Mark and Killian Holmes, like Sherlock Holmes. I like the name Colin too, but I have an ex-boyfriend whose name was Colin, so I didn't want to go with that. But then also, after Killian was born, I was watching Once Upon a Time, and if you're at all familiar with Once Upon a Time, Captain Hook's name is Killian, and my husband was like, oh, I see where you got that name from, and I'm like, no, that really is just a weird coincidence. Even though I totally used to date dark-haired guys who wore eyeliner and leather all the time. That was the thing for a very long time. But those men were not settling down material. They just weren't. Oh, goodness. And it is a typical weather day in Washington. It's raining. Thanks, Kim. Oh, and in other news, I finally this weekend filmed the video portion for the tutorial for the shawl that I designed. That makes sense to me, Holly. Hi, I'm assuming it's Lena. Lena. Let me know if I'm saying it right. Lena, I think. So I will be getting in touch with all of my people who wanted to pattern test, hopefully by the end of this week now, since I have everything video I'm working on finalizing. I want to have the video ready to go so that people can be like, oh, this part of the video is horrendous, or this part of the video is amazing. That way I know if I need to tweak anything. And I've got the written part all done. I just need to add on the row for my edging, which is an edging I've done a million times, but I need to make sure I write it down so someone who hasn't done the open shell stitch on every single edging ever will be able to figure out what they're doing. Snowy slush. No, Brittany, you can keep it. You can keep the slush. We just have rain. It's always rain. First pronunciation is good. Alright, good to know. Usually my phonics game is pretty on point, but as I said, the neurons are firing a little bit slow today. Not a lot of coffee in the system. Yeah, I'm ready for us to have some more consistent sunshine here. The Pacific Northwest is really rough for vitamin D deficiency, and I'm over it. Yeah, I used to like the rain until it rained an average of 5 or 6 days a week for a big portion of the day, and I have 2 small children, so yeah. It's not bad when it's warm enough outside that I can just put on their rain boots and a coat and kick them out into the backyard, play in the mud, but when it's cold and it's raining, but it's not quite cold enough to snow, it's just no fun. Yeah, New York winters were the same way, Brittany. They're just, ugh, so much snow. They just got hit with 2 nor'easters in the last week. They're supposed to be getting another one, I think today or yesterday. When did they say it was supposed to be there? I think Tuesday, maybe? Is today Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. I don't even know what day of the week it is, guys. That's how with it I am today. My husband having a 4-day weekend. I have no clue what's going on. Which stone, Sue? The pendant here or this one up here? Only a month? Oh man, we haven't really seen the sun since October. I think after this I could totally survive just a regular month or 2 without a lot of sunshine. This is opal. And this up here, which is kind of green, I don't think you can see it very well in the light today, but this is actually moldavite, I think, which is essentially glass made from a meteor crashing. Hi, Leanna. I have lived in Washington for going on 3 years now. It'll be 3 years this fall. Yeah, we've been here for 2 Halloweens, so it'll be 3 this year. Hi, Trina. Yeah, the thing that I liked about winters in New York was that even when it was really, really super cold, you'd still have sunshine, you know? And because everything was covered in snow and ice, it would seem even brighter because it would reflect off of the snow. Good stuff. And I'm big on talking with my hands, by the way. I really, really tamp that down a lot when I'm doing regular podcasts. So if it seemed like I'm waving my hands around a lot, that's normal me. Sweden, yeah, that I could see how you'd be over winter by now, Lena. Hi, Melissa. I don't even know how many rows I'm on now, guys. I'm doing so much talking, I'm not even crocheting anymore. Ugh. I think I'm on 8 now. I am working on the Down on the Farm playmat. It's this free pattern from Lion Brand. Making it for somebody for their little girl for Easter. So I know I still got a couple of weeks to get it done, but the sooner I get it done, the sooner I can get it passed off and not have to worry about it. I get to crochet and knit a little bit here and there throughout the day. It all depends on what my kids are up to. If it's a really sunny day, I'm out of the house with the kids. But honestly, I will take a large enough purse that I can throw whatever I'm crocheting, as long as it's a simple pattern, in the bag, and I'll walk around the playground crocheting. I don't even care. I just do it anyway. Yep, I'm streaming for a little bit, probably not too terribly much longer. We'll see how long my kids are behaving. They're being pretty good right now. This Killian just getting over being sick and the junk weather, yeah, it's kind of a mellow day today, so I thought it would be a good time to hop on and do a little live. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to crochet in public. I don't care. People give me weird looks, and it's like, well, you're sitting there on your butt on your phone checking out Facebook and not even paying attention to what your kid's doing. That's sweet, Trina. I really want to make a few things to send to my grandmother. Well, to send to my father to take to my grandmother. If you don't all know, if you're new to the channel or anything, bye Holly, have a good day, safe travels. I know it's crazy there. My grandmother is actually in a care home and she has Alzheimer's. And my husband is home crazy early. What the hell? It's only 2:30. Apparently we're gonna have short days this week too, on top of everything else. So I'm just gonna stay on until about the half-hour mark, so like another 7-10 minutes, just so everybody knows. But like I was saying, goldfish brain today. My grandmother has Alzheimer's, and I would like to make her something like a twiddle muff, lap blanket with lots of different textures and stuff, something like that. But I need to make sure that it's something that I can put a tag with her name on, because in this particular facility, handmade things and gifts have a tendency of disappearing, and my grandmother has been in physical altercations with previous roommates due to the fact that they have tried to take her stuff. And my grandma, even not being fully mentally herself, is very much a take no crap kind of lady. She's always been that way. Feel like cleaning. Oh, Brittany, strike while the iron's hot. If you've got the urge to clean, you know that never lasts. So do it now. Do it now. 27 people watching. That's a lot of people. What are all of you people working on if you're working on knitting or crochet or something of the sort? If you haven't already answered. I think last time I asked there were only like 10, 12 people here, so. Oh yeah, I'm a take no prisoners type of lady. Very much. Ooh, that's a good idea. I would not have thought of that, Trina. I will have to remember that. That is a good plan. Knitting socks. Oh, those Pika-Pow animals are so cool.
I can take a picture of Nurgle.
You want to take a picture of Nurgle?
Daddy. Home.
Daddy's home, I heard.
Push the button.
Come here. Do you want to come here and say hi to everybody quick?
Hi, buddy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
This is Killian, if you've never seen him before. He's my 3-year-old.
Hi.
He's cute. Do you want to say bye and go see Daddy? I'm going to be done in just a few minutes. Bye. Go on, sweetie. Go see Daddy. Take your hammock with you.
Oh, I try again.
Oh, those granny cocoons are awesome, Leanna. They're so cool. He's adorable when he's not being a turd. Rainbow? Where's a rainbow?
Rainbow on the wall.
Is there a rainbow on the wall? I thought it was too cloudy for that.
Hey, you're not just walking. Hi, baby.
Oh, careful.
Look at the baby.
Who's a baby?
One more. Look at the baby. Now to get down the water.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy.
Hello.
Daddy, good.
I'm live, so don't walk in here right now. Unless you want everybody to see your current state of... Yeah.
It's a card!
It is a card.
Look.
Yeah, he's got a Shrek card. I think we got them from Arby's or something. It was like a memory game. Arby's. You are such a stinker. You're such a ham.
It's a button.
Don't push the button. Go on. Hey, I got 2 more minutes and then I'm going to be done, okay?
Button?
Yeah, don't push the button. Hi, Claudia. 52 pairs of socks. Are you knitting or crocheting them, Lena? Oh, tell your son happy birthday. Hi, Sonia. Doing all right now that the stomach bug thing seems to have passed. What are you doing? Get the flashlight. Take it with you. Go play in your room. Go hunt some ghosts. Go scare them away. I wish that I could have that kind of knitting speed. Every time I'm like, oh, I could finish a pair of socks in a week. I've been working on the same pair of socks since August, maybe, of last year. Yeah, so, no, not gonna happen. What, buddy?
Where's another card is?
Did you find another card? Cool.
Cards. What is this? Make it a
Yeah.
No, I'm big again.
Welcome, Nerdy Stitcher. I'm not going to be here for too terribly much longer because my husband just got home a lot earlier than I was expecting him to. That makes sense. That sounds like a good business model. People are always willing to pay somebody to do things that they don't want to do. Hi, Karen. I don't mind knitting socks. It's just a really slow process for me. I actually really like using the 9-inch circulars that I have very, very much.
Where's my flashlight?
Where's your flashlight? You left it on the floor in here, bud. Get it. You got it? Take it with you. Yeah, I don't knit socks for anybody but myself and people in this house. I might do a pair for my parents for this coming holiday season, way later this year, maybe. But I make no promises because that is a pretty big ambition. I actually have the Chowgu 9-inch circulars. I got them... Do I have it near me? I might actually. I've got everything in bins and bags stuffed under this table, so just a matter of glancing at it really quick. But yeah. This is the pair of socks that I've been working on since August-ish last year. But yeah, these are Chowgus. They're the little itty-bitty ones with the red cable. Because I have size 9.5 to 10 plus feet. So yeah, sock's gonna take me forever. For one that isn't an ankle sock anyway. I want it to be like crew length. Hi Vicky. Thanks for dropping in, Brittany. Oh, that's no fun, Lena. I hope that you can make some extra money with it. It's always good to bring in some extra stuff, especially when you're stuck at home. I have never honestly used DPNs. The only ones that I ever got were bamboo when I first started, and as you know, bamboo catches a lot more. It's much slower, so I didn't like it. Now I have those metal ones and it's just zoom. For socks, I use a 2.5 millimeter, I believe. I would love to make knee-high or thigh-high socks. I am very much a sock girl. I know a lot of people are into handbags and shoes or makeup or hair stuff, whatever. I'm socks. That is me. That is the only thing that I am a snob about, is my socks. I can't even really say that I'm a snob because most of the socks I have now are novelty socks that I got from Joann's that are holiday themed. What's your Instagram, Lena? Yeah, finding sock yarn in stores here in the States is difficult. If you have a Joann's, they usually have a teeny tiny section that's like premier sock yarn that's usually an acrylic or an acrylic blend. Hi, sweetie, what's up?
Hey, so are you going to play Minecraft when you're done with me?
I will come play Minecraft with you when I'm done here. Do you want to come over here and say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Come here so they can see your cute face.
Hi.
This is Hunter. This is my 5-year-old. And apparently I have a date to play Minecraft with him when I'm done with the stream, so yeah.
So, I was just eating popcorn with
Yeah.
Daddy and Kayan.
Yeah, I know, you got some on your face.
Right, where is it? Is there any on my nose or in my nose?
I don't think you got any on your nose. Nope, you're good. So yeah, this is the one that has my face. Can you tell? Because I can tell he's got my face. Alright, go see Daddy. I'll be done in just a few minutes, okay? And then I will play with you.
There's going to be a run button and you tap on it to say an end review and come in.
Yeah.
If my kinder dies, they're going to get kicked out, alright?
Okay. I am aware. Thank you, sweetie. Isn't he cute, Emily? I always used to say when I was younger that I would be more attractive as a male. I think Hunter's gonna be a cute guy when he gets older. So, this has gone on a little bit longer than I was expecting it to, but not too terribly long. So I'm gonna take a minute to say thank you to everybody for stopping by and hanging out. I hope that this wasn't too terribly boring, even though I didn't really have anything cool and interesting this time. But like I said, I am gonna go through my Instagram and get in touch with everybody from there and YouTube and my group who offered to test my shawl pattern for me, and by the end of this week everybody should have it so people can get working on it. That will all be taken care of, which is one more thing for me to tick off my mental list of 9,000 things that I have going. Thank you, Lena. I'm always worried that I'm not doing something super fantastically wonderful to pay attention to. Just sitting here with my nerd shirt. It depends on the size of the project, Sue. With a shawl, usually within just a few days, somewhere between 3 and 5 days of working on it. Something like a hat, it takes me an hour and a half. It depends on a variety of things in the house. I used to do magic loop, and I didn't like that I'd always get ladders on either side of it. But then I got the 9-inch circulars, and now it's just around and around and around and around, and it's great. Who else was that? Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you, everybody. So, like I said, I am gonna call it here, and again I want to say thank you to everybody for dropping in and hanging out with me, and I hope you all had a little bit of productive crafting time. Yeah, Sue, my husband is always surprised at how crazy fast I can crochet things. It's just, I do it mostly by feel. Unless it's a complicated pattern, I don't even really look at it, so just go, go, go. I'm getting ready to head out, Leanna, so hopefully once this finishes its upload deal, you should be able to watch it then. I'm not sure if the DVR will work yet. You might be able to rewind it back to wherever you had to head out and watch from there. If not, it will be uploading to YouTube and you should be able to watch it then. And in theory, this time, the chat should actually be over where the chat's supposed to be, on top of it being here on the screen. So hopefully people will be able to see what was going on as far as speaking goes, so I'm not just spitting in the dark talking to myself. So it is coming up on 40 minutes now, which is a good time, I believe. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I will catch you guys all at least Thursday for Yarn Talk. I should hopefully have a few more things done by then. So I hope you all have a good night, morning, evening, whatever time it is, where you are in the world, since people are apparently everywhere, which is totally nuts to me. But again, thank you everybody, and I will catch you all next time. See you later.